Hello everyone and welcome to Dynamic Disc coverage of the Creators Cup. The Creators Cup is an event hosted by Foundation Disc Golf in Charleston, South Carolina, where we got all of your favorite disc golf content creators from around YouTube together to see which one was the best. Day one we did stroke play, and this is the card that I was on. I'm Danny Lindahl, and I was joined by Michael Holt Disc Golf, David from Apollo Disc Golf, some guy named Will, I believe, from Swanky Disc Golf. I never really sorted that one out, and Trevor from Foundation Disc Golf. I'm joined by Anthony Van Heuvel for the commentary. Let's jump into the front nine action. So this is hole one. It's about 200 feet. That's what that little tilde means.
I like the accurate distances.
They're about. This whole, this course in general, it had a lot of water on it because of the amount of rain that we had just gotten. So, yeah. This is Michael Holt. He's throwing a maiden of some fashion, I believe.
Man.
A Reggio Moonshine from the Queen Box.
Heck yeah.
But he is parked. Like, that is how to play the hole.
That's what happens when you throw maidens.
Apparently. This is Trevor from Foundation. I don't remember what disc that is.
Also parked.
I just selectively forgot all of the discs that aren't Dynamic Disc Latitude or West Side. But yeah, this is a little bit of an alternate layout here. This is, I think, technically like hole three's tee pad played backwards or something like that. But it's a pretty straightforward shot.
Little sidearm?
Yeah, Will is a forehand specialist.
Is he forehand only or?
No, I'd say a specialist.
Okay.
He's got a backhand. Here, I'm just going Warden.
Oh, who's this guy?
The card was very gracious in volunteering to film when I would throw, because I filmed just about everything else, which, as you know, I'm sure is tricky. Playing and filming at the same time. Big putt from David.
Jam.
I had never heard of Apollo Disc Golf until we got down there, just full honesty, but David is such a cool dude. Like, he's super nice, and he's apparently really good at putting. This is where I landed up. You can see the ankle-deep water already. Straddle putt around the left side. Didn't quite have it.
The blonde guy?
I don't know if he knows this, but blonde with an E at the end is actually the feminine version. Blonde, just B-L-O-N-D, is the male. I wasn't going to tell him that.
Genuinely didn't know that there was a difference.
As a blonde person, without the E, I did. This is hole two. It's about 380. It's a little downhill. You're kind of trying to throw something that finishes right in that last gap there. So it kind of can flex to the right and then finish back. But this is a very tricky hole. Very precise angle to get. Michael, I believe this is a stag.
Getting some turn for sure.
He's really good with that stag.
That looks great. So how short, like Molt just said, he's a little short. How short would you say that is?
He's probably 60 from the basket.
Okay.
Because it's all the way there, but it's just tucked in. You can kind of see the gap a little better now. That is short left. This is a very hard two to get. But as long as you're not like you don't hit a tree or something, you should be.
Oh, that looks crushed.
Yeah, this is smashed.
Oh, rude.
That could have been a birdie putt if it had fought through.
Yeah. That thing looked like it was cooking. Doesn't seem like a great sidearm hole.
It's really not.
It seems very difficult.
I think that's where Will has the most power, and he thought, if I can get there, we're doing good. So he's just going to throw it and hope to get the distance.
Looks like Raider for Danny Boy.
Yeah, yanked straight right. If that goes about 30 degrees to the left, that's kind of the shot that I was going for, but I just yanked it right and ran into those trees.
Oh, Will's got a backhand.
He does, yeah.
Look at that.
This is once again that Warden. Here you can see the basket. It's not very far in the woods. I don't know if Trevor was trying to make this with the floater over the top. But, I mean, you can give it a half go. There's enough there. It'll be all right.
Right.
David, I didn't realize he kicked it into those bushes.
I think he probably kicked it himself and was just trying to go for the difficult play.
He's being dramatic. I mean, we are YouTubers. We do know this.
Right. It's for the content.
Uh-huh.
If Molt cared about content, he probably would have made that.
Probably,
but,
yeah.
You know.
Obviously, he just doesn't.
Right.
Like, I was surprised at how good Molt was. Like, I had seen his videos before, and, like, I'd seen him play, but, like, he is a solid player.
Yeah.
He's very good.
And you can go back and watch some of his older videos, and I don't mean this as a slight, but he has gotten much better. Not that he was atrocious before, but he has definitely improved a ton.
Yeah, it's really cool to see. So hole 3, this is from about halfway down the fairway. The shot is, as some people were calling it, the Charleston shot. There's not very many on this course, but this is like a high forehand turnover because the shot, it's almost like a parenthesis, but it starts out too far left, right? You have to just get the disc moving as far left as immediately as possible. Michael has had this dialed in practice rounds. And he still does.
Wow.
That is about perfect. But, like, there's no other shot that's going to get you that far left.
Right.
So that, like, mid-range floaty turnover is a shot that you don't usually find out in the open.
Right. You could force it in the open, but it's not the reliable shot. It's almost never the smart shot.
Any wind, and it's just toast.
Right. See you later.
And you see all these guys, they got it. They just get up there and toss it. It's not even that hard.
Yeah, just flick of the wrist. That's all you got to do.
I was really good at this shot when I lived in Arkansas. Oh, we'll cut it to inside. So I'm going bio verdict here. I don't got it. That's just way too low.
Right.
It's something about the nose angle. You got to get it a little floaty here.
But even still, the angle out of your hand was right, just a little lower than you wanted.
We'll hope my Arkansas roots come back to me by the end of the round. We'll see. I thought Trevor was closer, but...
Oh.
Yeah, we were saying, like, you could go past, and if you land in the water, your disc's not going to, like, get up and roll or anything. Like, you're fine.
Right. And then he somehow skipped it like a rock off the top.
David's been hot putting so far. Oh, just right side.
Oh, that was an interesting little jump putt. He was, like, sideways the whole time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, inches low. The splash is, like, more demoralizing, too.
Right, and then you just know you have to go in there and get it, and just, oh, come on, man.
It was about 9 a.m. at the point that we're here, and it was, like, I don't know, 90 degrees. Like, it was very hot and very humid. This next tee pad, when we practiced, was fully underwater.
Bummer.
It was halfway underwater
All
for this
right.
round.
Call it an improvement.
Yeah. Yeah, waterproof shoes were a must out there today. So as you can see clearly here, hole 4 is a tunnel shot out the gap. It's only about 242, but then the challenging part is you have to get a flare skip to the left, especially in this wet grass. It's really hard to get a disc to catch that angle and jump to the left. But I believe this is an enforcer from Holt.
And Danny, I do have to correct you. The distance on this hole is exactly 242. Hole 1 was about 200.
Yeah.
This is exactly 242.
That's a good point. That's how that's pronounced.
This is a precise 242 feet on the dot.
Yeah, this hole is tricky to get the distance right and the angle right, and it's all about disc selection, I think. And you can see how the tee pad, the end of the tee pad's just under the water.
Good.
Yeah. As long as you get out the gap, should be an easy enough 3.
You going Felon?
Yeah, Glimmer Lucid X.
Yeah, dude.
And that I thought was perfect.
And?
It was not.
Oh, dang it. I was going to say, that seems like the way to get the skip in that wet grass is throw something super overstable with a ton of spin.
Yeah.
And just hope.
Just all of the angle, all of the hyzer.
Right.
This is one of those this course in general, like, I needed 5 more practice rounds on. And then I feel like I could birdie everything.
Right.
I need to know the way woods courses work. You just need to know the ins and outs.
Right. Yeah, the margin for error is just 0.
David's been really close on some of these jump putts. So I pushed just a little too straight. Oh, air ball.
Dang it.
Buzz the tower.
Almost in the drain. That's where my putting game can be found.
We found one, I don't know, I don't think I put the clip in the video, but we found one drain, like, back in the woods where the cover was removed and water was just gushing down it.
Yes, sir. Good putt.
There was so much water on this course.
You guys could have played a trick on somebody and covered it with, like, sticks and leaves and set a cartoon booby trap.
There we go.
Somebody would have fallen right in.
Yeah. So hole 5 here, this is a 527-foot par 4. You can kind of see the basket down there by that tree. The play off the tee here is just get past that line of trees there. This is early from what Trevor wanted, but not bad. I think there's a roller line here. It's kind of pick your poison, whatever, as long as you just get down there and then you just pitch up. It's not a super challenging par 4, but
Yeah, a par 4 at that distance, it really seems like just don't kill yourself on the tee shot, and you should probably be able to get up and down from anywhere.
yeah.
I do like that the tee sign is also the tee pad on
Yeah,
this hole.
he was actually painting that as we were practicing. We just walked up, and the guy, I believe his name was John, just walked over with this can of spray paint and was like, psh,
Hey guys, this one's it's 527 feet.
He just had it memorized.
Right.
This is a disc I put in my bag for this tournament because I thought we'd have rollers to throw. That's a very old Lucid X Maverick, and it rolled perfectly. That is exactly where I wanted it to be.
Yeah, that looked ideal.
David, you kind of just chuck it and hope to get through the trees.
Sure. Yeah, the air shot seems harder to get through.
But even if you do hit those trees, it's not bad. You're maybe like 250 out, if that.
Oh.
This is my fault. I fully tried to convince Will to throw the forehand roller. I was like, it's easy. You just throw it like this. And then he almost went OB immediately after taking my advice. My bad, Will.
It looked like he must have hit like a stick or a rock or something there. That took all the speed off of him.
He was just like, oh, I've never thrown a forehand roller. I'm like, oh, it's easy. Just throw it like this.
Just throw forehand into the ground.
In a competition. That's fine. Yeah.
Boy, gallery over there on the lead card.
Yeah.
Little do they know the action is back here.
We had way better scores than that. I don't remember who shot the hot round. It's a buttery upshot from Michael. I'm throwing a culprit here. I've been really liking the culprit.
Such a good frisbee.
Yeah. We had a putter skins match.
Okay.
And I don't want to spoil anything, but the culprit put in some work there.
Hey.
Yeah.
So they gave you the clearance that it technically counts as a putter?
Yes.
Okay.
We were throwing pigs, harps, kind of everything.
Okay.
That kind of speed.
Sure. Oh. Thought that was going to get a little bit of left action.
Trevor here. I believe this is his birdie putt. Yes, sir.
Jam. Just casual, calm.
It's got a smooth putting stroke. You like to see that, like, control.
Nah. I like to see people try and knock the basket out of the ground.
Jeez, David caught the last chain there. I didn't realize.
And the back side of the cage.
It's a pretty straightforward par 4. This hole 6 is 318 feet. The basket's just around the baseball field there. Most people are just going to throw a big forehand at it. There is a hyzer line over the baseball field if you're feeling frisky, but this is probably the standard play. In practice, I threw a forehand and went very much into the baseball field and then turned it over a lot. It's kind of a toss, though. It's 318. This is, I believe, a rive out of Michael, and that is crushed.
Yeah.
That went like 350 easily.
Jeez.
Slightly the wrong direction, but it was smashed.
But, yeah, still 350.
So because I was talking to a local guy before, and he said a roller is the play on this hole. And so I believed him. I just went for it.
Okay.
And what I didn't see is that there is a large puddle right next to the basket.
Oh, no.
When I was trying to get my disc to flip, but then it hit the puddle and just washed out immediately and sat at like 15 feet.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? That's not bad. If you could put yourself 15 feet every single hole,
Yeah.
we'll take those.
It would have gone like 50 past.
Right.
This is perfect
Oh,
from David.
wow.
That is a gutsy throw over the baseball field.
Ooh.
Yeah, Will's just got so much power on that forehand. He crushes.
Volt from, looks like hole 4.
Off in the Kansas tall grass, but in
Right.
South Carolina.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Almost shut me up. That tree looks directly in the blonde guy's way.
So here, I guess it was more like 20 feet. But
Yes, sir.
the splash as I putted. Yeah, all of our feet are just soaked at this point.
Oh, yeah.
If you have waterproof shoes on, they are little bags of water tied to your ankles.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, waterproof only works as tall as the shoe is. And then it just becomes a water trap.
Yeah, there's a practice round video coming soon to the Dynamic Disc channel where the course had more water on it, and it is. This entire tee pad was submerged in the practice round.
That sounds fun.
This hole here is hole 7, 475, thereabouts. And you're trying to throw, I guess 20 feet right of me would have been pretty good because you're trying to go about 350 straight and then like 100 feet left. Kind of exactly like this.
Yes, that looks perfect.
That is really good. Skipper over there. If that's not in the water, that is really good. Spoiler alert, it is in the water because everywhere is water.
Everywhere is water.
But it's also really good. Here, I think both me and Trevor were just trying to cut the corner too much. And we just ended up going down the left side rather than going straight. Michael's so smooth. Just a clean release, clean angle. No wobble on the disc at all. That's good to see.
He makes those kind of neutral to slightly understable discs fly so much better than I ever could. Is that a Mando all the way up there? the
yes,
right side?
because that way if people just pitch up straight, they can't just throw a big hyzer around everything and try and crash the basket. Because this hole hooks to the left, and then there's a pretty tight tunnel down to the thing. I'm trying to go up and over everything.
Oh, I like it.
It was a good idea.
Okay, I like.
I don't know if you can tell. It was like 10 feet into the trees, but the branches that it bounced off of just kicked me back and back and back and ended up landing on the edge. Yeah.
Cool. Appreciate that branch.
Freaking jerks. It's Trevor. From that position, you're already standing in water. It's so hard. This is kind of all Michael had. He could try to do a forehand skipper, but he went with a forehand roller.
Yes. Yeah, because you're not getting any ground play. That's excellent.
That is
wow. That's a great shot.
Fantastic. I thought, I could do that.
Just copy him. Yeah, it looks so easy.
It was not.
Oh, I mean, it's still close.
It's about 80, I think.
Okay.
Pretty far out. David from the perfect landing zone.
Wow.
Just buttery up and down.
Hey, you guys want to see how to play this hole?
Yeah, that's it. Tap in birdie. Go for it. That is Trevor's, I believe, third. And this is my fourth, I think. Just a little putter forehand. I don't throw those in Kansas either.
Nope.
Nope.
Not going to have to do that very often.
So through the first 7 holes, we're doing... Oh, I forgot he missed that. That's heartbreaking. I would have been a sick birdie with that forehand roller.
Yeah.
We're doing okay.
Doing stuff.
Yeah. We're a few under par for a course that I've only practiced once. I'm only 1 under par, but some of them are a few under par. And then we come to this hole. This is hole 8, 150 feet. That double Mando is maybe 10 feet wide.
Yeah, it looks tight.
It is very tight. David is just trying to jump putt, lay up short. We gave this one to him. He was almost in line with the tree, but he was definitely not past it.
Right.
So benefit of the doubt, we gave that to him.
Yep.
Same kind of deal with Will. He kind of kicked back a little bit. Trevor here, he had just lost his go-to forehand putter. That's very much missed Mando there.
Is that a Saki Bomb slammer?
It was. It's just too much disc for him, apparently. There's Michael Holt. Oh. He made it, though.
Made it through.
Yeah. He's got a little jump putt at it. I'm just going Warden.
Oh, yes, Danny.
See, if I'd have gone first, they would all known how to do it.
Right.
So I was waiting my time.
Right.
That's why I bogeyed the last hole, so I could be last.
Yeah, you knew this was coming up.
The rule on this hole was just re-tee if you missed the Mando, and so Trevor kept calling it a business decision to just lay up. It's not as exciting, but it's an important business decision.
Right, it's what you got to do.
Yes, sir.
Ooh. Just splash on every time a disc touches the ground.
As is tradition around these parts.
Splash.
David pitching up there. Yeah, Will, I think, actually putted sideways for his first shot just to line himself up and then pitched up.
Oh.
Michael for the birdie.
Probably unnecessary.
So it says front 9, but this is actually a 19-hole layout, so we're going to hole 8A after this. I was telling Michael this is a pro move. He's got a metal mini, so he's able to mark his lie in the water because it just sinks to the bottom. All us chumps out there using the plastic minis, they would float.
Right. That could give you an advantage, though. Just kind of
I guess,
float closer to the basket. I got a putt from here.
This is hole 8A. This one's only about 200 feet. And it's pretty straightforward putter shot. If you've played in the woods, you've played this hole. It's you just throw it straight and then let it gently fade to the left. But,
It is that easy, right? To just throw perfectly straight and a little bit left in the woods.
I mean, yeah.
It's super simple. Yeah, well, just that.
There you go.
Everybody does that first try on command when they want to.
I didn't the first time I played this hole.
Yes, sir. Front.
Gosh, I had never heard of Apollo Disc Golf, but apparently he's based out of Kansas City.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, and he's come to like Dynamic Disc Open a couple times. I just never had run into him.
Sup, dude?
Yeah.
Smart worlds.
Yeah, he's coming. I believe.
Better.
He is now. We said it
Right.
on the record. He better.
Right.
Will's backhand. I believe this is a fuse.
I don't want to be that guy.
5 views.
A little bit short left. He did catch that tree late.
I'm so glad I wasn't here that the entire time. I was looking at that tree on the right.
Yeah.
Just knowing I'm smoking first available if that's me.
Because you could tell that tree on the right had like so many disc marks on it.
yeah.
That one's broken a lot of hearts.
Oh, yeah. That thing is getting smacked. A little jam sesh here, maybe?
Maybe. I brought my bongos.
Yeah.
Bang.
Putt. Danny, come on.
That's what my bongo sounds like.
Just bang.
Yeah. Just one.
Kansas outputted with
David parked that.
Oh, dude, oh man, I'm gonna obviously on you guys, man.
I don't think that's
He told me.
Trevor's dry. No, yeah, that's his upshot.
Mm-hmm.
Michael parked it too.
Yeah, you guys made this hole look a lot easier than I feel like the average group would.
This is hole 9. This is from the basket. So the gap off the tee is over a lake, straight about 250 feet, and then just to the right. So it's a
Yes.
pretty straightforward forehand. My forehand had been feeling very off this whole trip because I'm trying to rework it and work on it. So I was just like, don't flip this over.
Dang it.
Go up.
Sure did.
Okay.
Got through the branches, but
Yeah.
because I flipped it over, it ended up going about 50 long.
That's better than in the trees in the lake, though.
David does not throw a ton of forehands. That is water skiing across the surface there. Michael is very good at forehands. This is his Justice. And look at how smooth that comes out of his hand.
Jeez.
Yes, sir, dude.
Oh, gets the ground play, too?
That is underneath the
out.
basket. That is perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Will here, he needs to stop going to the gym
Right.
because that is crushed
Right. Let's put the dumbbells down.
for the sake of the disc golf game.
Mm-hmm.
Priorities, man.
You're hurting your discs.
You'll like that.
So this is David.
Bummer, dude.
I don't know if I said the name of this course. It's Naval Weapons Station.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, it feels aggressive.
Yeah. Hey, you want to go to the Naval Weapons Station later?
Dude, yes.
Like,
Drop some bombs out there.
Right. Imagine saying no to that.
Couldn't be me.
Oh.
Ah.
Bad.
So, Will, I believe this is for par, and then the rest, besides me, are birdies? Yeah, these guys are good. But that is it for hole 9. That's it for the front 9. Make sure to click on the video that's likely on your screen now, somewhere, for the back 9 coverage, and we will catch you then. Thanks for watching, everybody.